Okay, welcome back, and our starting lineup is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan. With locations in Fort Worth, Sterling, and Brush, they're available 24/7 for your banking needs. Okay, at 106, it'll be Caleb Cox going against Tori Bean, ranked number 9 in the state. Then we go to 113 pounds, it'll be Colin Cole, ranked number 11, going against Javier Gonzalez at 120. Wyatt Holdren will wrestle against Joel Gomez. 126. Wyatt Fowl is ill. He forfeits to Jordan Gutierrez, ranked number 12. At 132, it'll be Ricky Mendez stepping in, and he'll take on number 3 ranked Brandon Damian. At 138, it'll be Brush's Jade Queen going against Aaron Trujillo, ranked number 1 in the state. And at 145, Giovanni Garcia will take on Zach Damian, ranked number 3 in the state. And at 152, Ronaldo Maltos Garcia, ranked number 1 this week. On the mat, he'll take on Riley Snyder from Valley. Dominic Mosel's ranked number 6 in the state, and he's injured and is out tonight. At 160, Jaron Peterson will take on Josh Flanagan, ranked number 3 in the state, on the mat. And at 170, no wrestler for the Beat Diggers, McCoy Flanagan will pick up a forfeit. He's ranked number 2. Also ranked number 2 for Valley is Juan Gomez at 182 pounds. He'll go against Brush's Toby McDonald. At 195, it'll be Jake Hernandez for Valley, and no wrestler for the Beat Diggers. Then so the Beat Diggers will forfeit that one. At 220, it'll be Riggs Tan for the Beat Diggers, taking on Carlos Rodriguez from Valley. And at 285, Andrew Guzman will pick up a forfeit win for the Beat Diggers. I'm not quite sure exactly which weight we're starting at, but we'll know that shortly. Corf Continental, your GMC, Chevrolet, Buick sales and service. Their providers of pre-owned super centers is ready to serve you in Sterling, Yuma, Julesburg, and Fort Morgan. Find them at corfautogroup.com. Okay, they're going to shake hands. Captains are out. Caleb, Jaron, and looks like Baby out there for the Beat Diggers. Buildings by Design. Buildings by Design is the experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. Getting a long lecture out there, Jason. So it gives us time to talk about Stubbs Gas and Oil. Make Stubbs Gas and Oil your next stop when you're headed out of town. And you can gas up your vehicle, sit down to lunch, get snacks, and maybe pick up your hunting or fishing licenses. Find everything you need at low prices at Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. Okay. About ready to go. It looks like we're going to start at 1:45 with the first match. And that'll officials getting his bag out here. We'll get a new flipper coin out there, I think. So, be Giovanni Garcia going against number 1 ranked Zach Damian. If you're wondering about Valley, they've been ranked number 1 all year. They're returning state champs. And the official's got his little coin flip, and I guess we're ready to go. Am I calling this one or you, Jason? I forgot where we're at. There's underway. Zach Damian in on a shot. Giovanni trying to sprawl away from it. Gets lifted up high. And Damian will get the takedown. Hit him with a crossface. So Val gets first points of the duel. And Zach Damian will let Giovanni go for the escape. And we've got a contact coming out. Zach Damian will dig that out, hand it to one of the coaches. And we're back underway. So go forehead to forehead. Giovanni, is he a sophomore?
I believe so.
Giovanni.
I probably got that somewhere.
Yeah, I do too.
In all my papers.
I've got lots of papers here, but I get them all mixed up. Say circle. A nice little duck under to a single leg by Zach Damien. Trying to lift it up and treetop Giovanni. Giovanni trying to get a whizzer in there. He's got it in there, but he's kind of going down now. Damien will throw him in a near side, a little overhook, not quite a whole cradle. Giovanni trying to back away from it. There's a takedown now near fall points coming. And there's Damien will lock up that cradle. Goes up on the cradle, but he's got a deep half Nelson in there, reaching down for the knee. Going to pick up 3 near fall points and the takedown.
I have Giovanni listed as a junior.
Okay. Damien trying to snap Giovanni back as he got in a set-out position. Giovanni got the arm peeled away, and now there's a grapevine by Damien. And he turks Giovanni over right at the edge. And it looks like Giovanni's out of bounds to me, but the official's counting points anyway, and they'll be out of bounds. Going to give him 3 points. I guess you only need one shoulder inbounds to pick up the 3-point near fall. They'll restart as they face away from us, and Damien jumps on before the whistle to get a caution on the start. Now come in on the left side. Quick stand-up attempt by Giovanni. Damien puts 2-on-1, standing, and we'll run out of time here in the first period. Be Big Digger's choice. Giovanni will defer it. And Damien will take the down position. Giovanni in on the left side. Quick stand up, peels the wrist. Giovanni drops down to a single leg. And Damien gets, now Giovanni goes to a double leg. Now Damien gets him in a near side cradle, kind of bone arrow cradle, but Giovanni faces up, faces him. And Damien tried to heel trip him back. And Damien will come out of there with an escape. And they're on their feet here. About 30 seconds into the second period. Giovanni trying to 2-on-1, kind of an arm drag. Damien backs away from that. But Giovanni feints a shot. Little underhook to nice little drop down to a single. Little duck under by Damien. Gets a double leg, puts Giovanni back on his hip. Now he's stacked up there, giving up back points. Damien's not sure what you call that hold, kind of a hip heist from underneath there, but he's going to get 3 near fall points out of it. And that'll be the match 17-2. Didn't seem like a dominating match, but Damien just racked up a lot of points in a hurry. Next up will be Arnoldo Maltos Garcia against Riley Snyder.
Not sure why they're not putting Dominic Mozal in there. Would have been a good matchup.
They said he was hurt.
Baby ranked number 1, Mozal ranked number 6, but Riley Schneider's going to wrestle for Valley at 152 pounds. Both wrestlers out there shake hands, and we're underway at 152 pounds. Baby in on good wrist control. Schneider fights that off. A duck under attempt by Baby. Goes in again. He picks up a single leg. Picks it up. Trying to elevate it up. Now he dumps Schneider down. Schneider down on his hip, and Baby's going to get the takedown. Baby has a wrist. He was trying to calf throw with the half. Riley Schneider stands up, and they'll be out of bounds. Schneider sets on the bottom. Baby comes in from the right side. Get a caution on Baby, a little quick on the start. Now Baby's going to switch over to the left side. Stand-up attempt by Schneider. Gets the escape. 2-1 now the score in favor of Baby. And Baby will shoot Schneider out of bounds. Schneider didn't want to move off that line, did he?
No.
There's an ankle pick by Baby. Comes clear through the legs. Trying to fight through. Sits out, reaches over, grabs a hip. Sitting through on it. And Baby's going to pick up the takedown there. Has 2-on-1. Bust Schneider down. Trying to peel a hammer lock back. Has it set. Baby out to the side, trying to get chest to chest with that. Maybe a little high, trying to back up. And now he has Schneider on his back. Puts in a reverse half. Schneider fighting for his life there. Now Baby puts in a headlock. Short time here, 3 seconds, and we're going to go to the second period. Baby leads 7-1. Schneider's choice to first to brush. Garcia chooses bottom here. Start of the second period. Schneider gets on from the left side. Stand up by Baby. Feels the wrist, turns into Schneider, gets the escape. Another ankle pick through the legs, reaches through. Schneider has a hold of an ankle underneath. And they're going to give Baby the takedown. We're going to get a potentially dangerous call on that ankle. Baby now leads 10-1. Baby on from the right side this time. Spiral ride by Baby. Grabs a wrist. So he's trying to pull it out. Put that hammer lock on Schneider's back again, but Schneider gets up to his base. Baby busts him back down. Baby with both wrists controlled underneath now. Trying to get that hammer lock in there again. Baby has it on the back. Trying to put Schneider onto his back. Schneider rolls through. Now a cross face by Baby. He's trying to lock up a cradle. Has it locked up. Baby pulls Schneider back. We're getting back points again. 43 seconds left. And there's the pin for Baby. 41 seconds left in the second period.
Nice pin there by Baby. How about that? We'll have Jaron Peterson up next. Don't forget Northeastern. Live in your world, learn in ours. For more information about Northeastern or classes available to you, go to www.njc.edu. And that's Northeastern Junior College. And Morgan Federal Bank, a bank that's committed to their community and keeping banking simple. They're on the cutting edge of banking. Stop by 321 Ensign and see what options they have available. Morgan Federal Bank, there is a difference. Jaron Peterson set to go against number 3 ranked Josh Flanagan. Jaron moving up a couple weights. As they work out in the center circle.
Jaron thought his chances at 160 pounds moving up look better at going to state and maybe placing there.
Looks tiny out there.
He does.
Feints the shot. Flanagan, a couple of taps to the head. Now Flanagan shoots in on a single leg right at the edge and puts him down. Kind of caught a shoulder on the way out. Just knocked him down with it. So restart. Jaron down 2-0. Flanagan out to the side. Little spiral ride. Breaks Peterson down. Tries to hit a crossface. Jaron hit his head that time. Flanagan staying back. Jaron kind of balled up underneath. Now he gets the arm over the top, and Flanagan's going to let him loose. 2-1 for Flanagan. Jaron circles him. Flanagan goes back into the 10-foot circle. Jaron feints the shot. They come up ear to ear. Jaron down on a knee. Flanagan pushes into him. They break apart. Jaron adjusts the knee pad and bounces back to the 10-foot circle. There's Jaron with a double leg, then a single leg shot. Lifts it up on Flanagan. And they bounce around. Flanagan working towards the edge, and they'll be out of bounds. Jaron looks like he's giving up a lot of weight out there. Got in there good with that single leg. Flanagan feinted a little duck under, long-range shot. Jaron sprawls out.
Flanagan's pretty quick for a 160-pounder, too.
Yeah, he is. Yes. Flanagan pushing Jaron to the edge. They're going to give Jaron a stalling warning. They're saying he's backing up. We'll see if that stalling stays the same throughout the match. There's Flanagan with a shot in there deep on a single leg. Jaron grabs an ankle, throws Flanagan over with a little thigh pry. Gets him stretched out underneath, and they'll last out the period here. It's only 2-1, Jaron. They'll have choice. And coach says defer. Flanagan wants a down position. Flanagan is ranked number 3 by on the mat.
So far, Jaron holding his own.
He'll move in on the left side. Grab the left ankle. And Flanagan spins around. Jaron hanging on to that ankle, and he's kind of in bad position there. Official's going to have to call that potentially dangerous and restart him. 9 seconds gone here in the second period. Flanagan getting set. Peterson in on the left side. And grab the ankles. Flanagan stands up and tries to whip him down. Flanagan stepping back in, sets out, spins out, and gets the escape. He'll be up by 2. Jaron bouncing around on his toes now. Feints the shot. Flanagan now shoots in, grabs an ankle and dumps Jaron down. Throws a half Nelson, has him on his back. And going for the pin as he's got Jaron here right at the near edge. Now he's hooked up a reverse half and getting chest to chest. I don't know how Jaron's staying off his shoulder off the mat, but there's the pin going number 3 ranked Josh Flanagan's way for Valley. And that comes at 2:45 of the match. So we'll give up a forfeit here at 170 as McCoy Flanagan will step out. He's ranked number 2 in the state.
A lot of number 2s and number 3s and number 1s. Toby McDonald's going to get a number 2 ranked wrestler.
Yeah, there's nowhere to hide in there.
No, there's not. Valley has 11 ranked wrestlers.
I know there's a lot of black on my chart here.
No.
And none of them are.
No one at heavyweight.
They've got a 9, a couple 12s coming up, but most of them are highly ranked. Well, we're underway. Toby McDonald going for the beat there. He's quite a bit taller than Juan Gomez out there. Juan ranked number 2 in the state, and they'll circle and go out of bounds. Toby to our right.
Juan
Tara
Gomez,
Mitch to our left. Yeah.
short and stocky, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks powerful.
He does.
He better be pretty strong to be as strong as Toby is, too, as they push against each other. And Toby trying to get that overhook or front headlock on Gomez. Gomez shoots down, picks up a single, lifts Toby up, just grabs him by the waist and just kind of gently puts him down. So takedown will go to Juan Gomez's way, and wrote that down, and he'd let Toby loose. Another double leg shot. Gomez lifts him up, gently puts him down. And the second takedown. Now Gomez puts a grapevine in. Figure fours the leg and trying to Turk Toby over as he gets the arm across the throat there for a moment. And Toby gets back to his base. Gomez gives up on that leg ride and working up. Now Toby builds a base. Now Gomez is going to turn him loose. Make it 4-2. There's Gomez, shoots in on a single. Toby tries to throw him, goes to his back. Now Gomez out to the side, has a Half Nelson's chest to chest. Toby kicking and storming, but that's going to be the match. Juan Gomez is going to pick up the pin at 128 of the match. So two big pins there for Valley. And Beat Diggers with only one victory so far. That's by Arnaldo Maltos Garcia. Now we'll have 195. The Beat Diggers are going to give up a forfeit to Jake Hernandez. No wrestler for the Beat Diggers at 195.
So we'll go to 220 pounds.
As you keep track of all that scoring, it's only saying 29-6 out there now. Riggs Tan will pick up a forfeit win. They didn't put Carlos Rodriguez out there. So the Beat Diggers will get two forfeits, gain some points back to make it 29-18 as we go up to the little guys. Caleb Cox will step out here momentarily. Central Auto Parts. You need your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them by purchasing the best quality parts at great prices. That's your local Napa store. Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan.
106-pound Caleb Cox, ranked number 3, against Tory Bean, ranked number 9. Caleb Cox hit a shot right away, gets caught underneath in a front headlock. Tory Bean has a arm in that front headlock. Cox trying to get his arm back. Should be getting a stalemate here pretty soon if we don't see anything, and we'll go out of bounds instead. Both wrestlers step back to the line. Wrestlers still on their feet, just head tapping. Long range single leg shot by Caleb Cox. He's in on it. Tory Bean, a lot longer and taller than Caleb Cox, has a lot of hip pressure on Cox. Cox tries to hit a double leg there, and they'll go out of bounds again.
Yeah, Bean knew where he was, right out of bounds. It's going to be really tough to complete anything.
Both wrestlers still on their feet. 45 seconds left in the first period. Another shot by Caleb Cox. He's in a little deeper this time. Picks Tory Bean up over the top, reaches through, tackles Tory Bean, gets the 2-point takedown, now trying to work up the body. And he'll have him busted down. Cox working on top. Good crab ride. And Tory Bean stands up, runs away. Cox tried to reach down for a single leg, but Tory Bean kicks it loose. We have a 2-1 score here in the first period as we run out of time.
Be Beat Digger's choice.
Cox decides to defer. Tory Bean chooses down here in the second period. Bean sets. Caleb Cox on from the left side. Caleb Cox breaks him down. Wrist control underneath. Has it 2-on-1. Now works back up to a base. A crotch and a half by Caleb Cox, trying to get around to the outside and run it. Right on the edge of the mat again, will get called out of bounds. Minute 34 left, still 2-1 in favor of Caleb. On from the right side this time is Cox. Spiral ride. Sit out attempt by Torrey Bean. Now he stands up, peels the wrist, will go out of bounds before any points are awarded. Make our way back to the center circle. Torrey Bean sets on the bottom. On from the left side this time is Caleb. Bus Bean down. Trying to get a 2-on-1 underneath. Caleb's still with the 2-on-1. He's got to work something or we're going to get a stalling. Spiral ride again by Caleb. Now he throws in a grapevine ride, gets hipped over for a second. Caleb reaches over, grabs an arm. Trying to put it over his head as he hips Torrey Bean out of bounds with 41 seconds left in the second period. Bean sets again. Caleb Cox drives Bean forward. There's a 2-on-1 again underneath. Just using his weight to hold Torrey Bean down. Bean gets an arm back. Bean comes up to his feet. Stands up. Cox drops down to an ankle. Has Torrey Bean flat. Now he works up to the head and runs a spiral ride, puts Bean over on his hip. And we're going to run out of time in the second period. No points scored there in the second period. Caleb Cox still up 2-1 as he chooses bottom here in the third period. Cox sets. Bean hops on from the left side. Good tight waist ride by Torrey Bean. Cox comes back up to his base. Scissor circle by Bean on the ankle. Caleb Cox trying to stand up here. Caleb grabs an arm, tries to pull it over, gets cross-faced. Torrey Bean still on that ankle, trying to bust Cox down. Cox with a good wide base, stays up. Tries to come up. Grapevine ride by Torrey Bean. Reaches under for that guillotine. Cox crawls forward, grabs an arm. Minute left here in the third period, still 2-1. We're going to get a stalemate. Torrey Bean's going to choose to let Caleb loose. Now he doesn't. Jumps back on him. Now he's going to let him loose. There's an free escape by Cox. And Cox in on a single leg, trying to pull it in. Caleb leads 3-1 now. We're going to get a stalemate. Tori Bean ties up forehead to forehead with Cox. Shot by Bean and blocked by Cox. 26 seconds left in this third period. As we go out of bounds. Cox in, grabs an ankle, pulls it underneath. Tori Bean tries to come around behind, and Caleb Cox going to come out the back door and pick up a takedown. He's up 5-1 with 10 seconds left here in the third period. Cox out on a half, trying to put Bean over, has Bean over on his back, picking up near fall points, and he's going to pick up 2 near fall points.
Nice job by Cox.
Win this match 7-1.
Pete Diggers will pick up 3 more team points, so look at 29-21 there for Valley. As just Javier Gonzalez will take on Brush's Colin Cole. Colin ranked number 11 in the state. B&B Appliance, when you're shopping for new appliances, shop the best appliance store in Fort Morgan. That's B&B Appliance. We're underway here at 113 pounds.
Javier Gonzalez was ranked number 12 at 120 pounds.
Oh,
he
there he
dropped
goes.
down to 113 here.
Colin in on a single leg. Javier got a whizzer in there. Colin spins him around, and then they break apart. Still going forehead to forehead. And Colin will back out of that. Javier with a long-range shot blocked by Colin. Colin pushes back right in the 10-foot circle. Colin feints a shot. A couple of head taps from each one. Slaps, Colin with a shot. Javier did a little sprawl. They didn't really get tied up there. Now they go back forehead to forehead. Minute gone here in the first period, no score. Colin circles. Still no tie up. A lot of hand slapping. There's a shot by Colin. Gets caught in a little throw by attempt, and now a single leg by Javier. Lifting it up, trying to tree pot Colin. Colin gets a whizzer in there, and Colin's going to get dumped down by Javier Gonzalez. And Javier the takedown. Colin stands up. Javier push him out of bounds. 31 seconds left first period. Colin set. And Javier outside. Colin is set out position. He drags out of there, hooks the head, reaches around, grabs an ankle, but nice job of defense by Javier Gonzalez. A little overpowered. Colin got him around the waist and put him back down. He's trying to put an arm bar on the left side, I think. Yeah, he had it now. He's drug it back to hammerlock. Steps out to the side, but Colin gets his arm back underneath him, bases up. Gets caught in a kind of a reverse headlock, snapback attempt, and they run out of time in the period. Gonzalez will be up 2-1 as we go to the second period. Colin ranked number 11 at 113, and like Jason said, Gonzalez ranked number 12 at 120. Gonzalez appears to be moving in on the left side. Now he does. Colin kind of sets back and stands up. Javier drops down. Colin drops down to single leg. It's kind of a switch position. There's a cradle by Gonzalez. He's got a near side cradle locked up out of that. And Colin caught over on a hip trying to peel those wrists free. Gonzalez hasn't been able to turn him yet, but it's been close. Now Colin will base out, break that cradle. And here comes a cross face from Gonzalez. Colin builds a base. Tight waist and near arm. Colin trying to set out. There comes a kind of a chokehold around the throat there by Javier. Well, he grabs the chin and just snaps Colin back. And no back points awarded yet. Now he's on his back. Is teed out to the front. Is Javier Gonzalez with a reverse half on Colin. And Colin trying to bridge out of there. 1:05 left here in the second period. Colin Cole trying to get out of this pickle he's in now. Javier Gonzalez teed out to the front with that reverse half. Not really chest to chest, but he's whipping, calling around now, calling down there pretty tight. She's trying to bridge out of this mess, and there's the pin going Valley's way. Oh, man, we're looking at 35-21 on the team side, I think. Wyatt Holdren will be up next as he takes on Joel Gomez. As we step up to 120 pounds. Big pin win. Let's see, I didn't get the time on that, but the Javier Gonzalez with the pin in the second period. Wyatt Holdren goes for the beat diggers as he moves down to 120 pounds. He's taking on Joel Gomez. Wyatt in the Cardinal singlet with brush and gold across the back. And they shake hands, and we're underway here at 120 pounds. There's Wyatt in on a single leg, sets Gomez down, and didn't quite get any back, didn't get any control. Stays with the double leg, just sets him over on the hip again. He's got his head between the legs. Gomez trying to fight it off, reaching over the top, grabs an ankle and trying to get a crossface in there on Wyatt. As he gets out, spins around behind. He's got an ankle tied up, the far ankle tied up underneath. Wyatt trying to fight it off with the single leg. Gomez hanging onto those shoelaces. Moves around to the back. And Wyatt still had a knee, but they're going to call it a takedown for Gomez. Gomez looks like he's trying to do a cradle. It's a crossface from one side, then the other. Now he'll chop the near arm with a tight waist, chopping that near arm. There's Wyatt trying to get wrist control. Gomez working that right wrist. Wyatt trying to peel that away. He's on his knees. Gomez trying to put a cradle on. Wyatt does a good job of basing up, breaking that. Gets a set out, tries to go to a Peterson roll, locks it up, puts Gomez over on his back. And Gomez a little high, but Wyatt's got it locked up, getting some back points. Gomez trying to up on the elbow, and Wyatt loses the knee, and Gomez is going to come up on top. So we give Wyatt the reversal. 2-point near fall, 2-point reversal to Gomez, and we're tied up 4-4. And Wyatt working off the bottom again. Feels the wrist free for a moment. And gets Gomez a little high. Hits him with a Peterson roll again. Gomez on his back again. The official hasn't awarded it yet, but Wyatt stays with it. Comes out the backside. Gets a 2-point reversal. His hand scissored through the leg, but we run out of time in the period. Wyatt will take a 2-point lead, 6-4 into the second period. Holden's choice. He'll defer it. Coach Carlucci says take the down position to Joel. Wyatt Holdren in on the left side. Grab that. Oh, puts a standing tilt on as Gomez tried to stand up. Wyatt threw the little 2-on-1 tilt in. And Wyatt now has got Gomez hanging on a one-arm headlock, trying to fight out of this tilt here by Holdren. As they get chest to chest, and I got to say, no back points. Are you kidding me? Gomez is exposed for 10 seconds there, and no back points out of it. So Holdren just maintaining control, I guess. Even though Gomez was on his back, the official didn't think Holdren had control, I guess. There's a little spiral ride by Holdren. Gomez tries to stand up. Holdren throws that 2-on-1. He did that tilt and put Gomez to his back with, but keeps the arm. Here comes, suicides him over. He's got the tilt set up again. Gomez with an arm out, trying to fight it off. And Holdren's going to pick up 2 near fall points as he loses the hold. He'll get the first points of the second period and go up 8-4. Down to about 40 seconds left here. Holdren trying to put a half Nelson in on the right side here. The left wrist tied up. Now he hit a cross face with that right arm. Go back to the half Nelson. Gomez grabs the fingers, peels that off. And the official's going to call a stalemate with 26 seconds left. Gomez listen to Coach Carlucci. We'll get set. Holder will move in on the left side. And quick set out attempt by Gomez. It goes one way, then the other, and he's going to get the escape. So they'll be on their feet here with 15 seconds here in the second period. A long range, little low single leg by Gomez. He's going to get the takedown. Holder gets in a set out position and trying to hit a switch. He sets up his Peterson roll, but Gomez follows him around. This time we'll head to the third period. It'll be Holden's choice. He'll take the down position. Wyatt looks at Coach Cox. And it looks like Gomez wants to give the free escape, so Holden will start on her feet here in the third period. Wyatt got caught kind of standing on his heels there and gave up that takedown to Gomez late in the second period. There's Holden with a shot, gets in there with a single leg, throws Gomez over the top and tries to step over. Gomez trying to fight it off with the power half. Holden caught underneath. He's still hanging on to that single leg. Gomez draped over the top with the ankle and the crossface. Holden trying to pop him over the top. Gomez with the one-arm headlock there. And Holden throws him over the top, pops out the backside and gets the takedown. That'll put him up 11-7, 1:15 and counting. Holden locks up that tilt move for that 2-on-1. The cheap tilt, but hasn't had much luck making it work. As now Gomez reached back, hooks the knee, and gets that knee out of shape and will have to stop it for potentially dangerous. 1:03 on the clock. Holden up 11-7. They'll be working from the top as they restart. Comes in on the left side. They're faced away from us. Gomez trying to hit a switch. Holden follows him around. Gomez stands up. Holden, good tight waist, gets a hammerlock back in there on Gomez. And Gomez trying to hit a switch. And walking around, Holden's got the arm over the top and turns into him. They're going to give a reversal to Gomez. Now Holden pushes away, gets the escape. And it's 12-9. 25 seconds left. Nice double leg tackle. Holden puts Gomez down. He needs to work up the body. He does. Gets a 2-point takedown. And now Gomez is, we're saying, potentially dangerous. Not sure what that was about. Couldn't see really the hold from that side, though. And they're going to stop it with 14 seconds left. Holden up 14-9. Holden in on the left side. Set out attempt by Gomez. And Holden's just going to let him go. It makes it 14-10 with 5 seconds left. And they circle, and there's the match. Going the Beat Diggers' way, though. And we'll end up 14-10 for the Beat Diggers. The next score 35-24 on the team side. So we get set to give up a forfeit at 1:26 unless Coach Lusenhoff was able to find somebody on the bench to go out. And they won't, as they'll give up a forfeit win to Jordan Gutierrez here at 126 pounds. I think the score 41-24. And it's time for Ricky Mendez stepping in for Wyatt Fowl. So he'll take on Brandon Damian, ranked number 3 in the state. Got your breath back, Jason?
I do. Oh, duck under by Damian. No points scored as Ricky comes up to his feet. They're single leg by Damian. They're on the edge of the mat, cross faced by Mendez. Picks it up. Mendez gonna get out of that one too. There's a shot by Mendez, has has an ankle. Good sprawl by Damian. Just shucks Mendez by, gets a 2-point takedown. Mendez trying to stand up, sit out, grabs a head, pulls him over the top, and he's going to get the escape on Damian. 2-1 in favor of Damian over Mendez. Front headlock by Damian, tries a single leg. Mendez backs away from it, goes back to the center circle. Damian single leg one side, tries the other. Mendez sprawls away from that. Come back to their feet. Tie up forehead to forehead. .26 seconds left in the first period. 2-1 the score in favor of Valley's Brandon Damian. Duck under attempt again by Damian. Mendez stays up on his feet, and they're going to give the 2-point takedown to Damian. He comes in behind, throws a grapevine in, and we're going to go to the second period.
Damian only a sophomore?
Yeah, this one is. His brother Zach at 145 pounds, I believe, is a senior.
Zach's, senior. Found a cheat sheet. As long as you're in the top 10, it's there.
Brandon Damian, bottom on the second period, stands up.
Where's the reversal?
I don't know, but he gave it to him. And so a reversal by Damian, a stand up, and an escape by Mendez. Damian tries a single leg on Mendez. Mendez sprawls away from it. They tie up forehead to forehead again.
Ricky Mendez, a sophomore for the Beat Diggers, another one of the youngsters. Of course, so is Damian, a sophomore.
Single leg attempt by Damian again. Mendez backs away from it. Duck under attempt by Damian again. He picks up another 2 points. That's a good move for him.
Yeah, he hasn't been on the mat with 2 of those takedowns.
Oh, he snaps Mendez back. He's picking up near fall points now. 35 seconds left here in the second period. He's going to pick up 3 near fall points and go up 11-2. Tilts or Turks Mendez through again. Going to go up 14-2 now. Well, he hadn't awarded the 3 near fall there. There's the 3. Another 2-on-1 underneath for Damian. Mendez breaks it. Sit out by Mendez, and we'll go to the third period. Ricky Mendez down 14-2. Looks like we have blood somewhere.
Damian's looking at his fingers. I'm not sure. I'll come over here to the scorers table. 41-24, Valley in the lead. As we're working down, we've only got 2 more matches, 1 varsity match. Jade Queen will take on number 1 ranked Aaron Trujillo. And Jason Wiesman will go, Jason Moreno will go against Andre Covera in the last match of the night. Looks like he's got taping his fingers together. I'm not quite sure what happened there. We'll stop the blood time. Let's get things cleaned up.
Ricky might have a little more blood on him.
He's bleeding a little bit too on the fingers. So They're looking for tape for Ricky's finger. Except Ricky's walking away. While they do that. Ehrlich Toyota East, whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into a new car or truck of your choice, serving all of northeastern Colorado. It's Ehrlich Toyota East. And don't forget, tomorrow night, stay tuned to 1010 KSIR Brush Fort Morgan and KSIR.com for the Morgan County Triple Duel hosted by the Beat Diggers, Wiggins, and Fort Morgan. It ought to be a dandy. That'll kick off at 5:30 tomorrow night.
Ricky Mendez set again. He's on top here in the third period. So, looked like Mendez went for a desperation move there, and he missed it. Gets reversed by Mendez. Mendez up 16-2 now. He's got a near side cradle on Mendez. Mendez over on his back, fighting for his life. And there's the pin with 1:30 left in the third period.
Wow. 4:30 pin there for, oops, writing it down in the wrong place. No wonder it didn't look right. 4:30 pin for Brandon Damian. And we've got Jade Queen taking on Aaron Trujillo in the next match. So, we've got 2 wins by the Beat Diggers, 2 forfeit wins, and down 47-24 as we go into the last match. And Jade Queen steps out against number 1 ranked Aaron Trujillo. And nice little fireman's carry, and Queen gets taken down, and he's almost to his back. There's a little pick and step move, kind of with the barbed wire, and Queen rolls over the top. They're gonna, we count 2 points. Sometimes we don't. They're going to give 2 near fall points out of that roll through by Trujillo. You're ranked number 1. You get a couple extra points there. As Trujillo trying to turn Queen, but he got 3 points out of that one. Gosh, you can be ranked number 1 if you get points called off when you're not even turned. Did you see something I didn't see?
Yeah, he was on his back for a little bit.
A little bit? Okay, I'm sorry. There's another 3-point near fall. Queen caught her leaf at the edge there. But sorry about that, Jason.
Queen set. Trujillo with a spiral ride. Puts Jade over on a hip. Looks like he really likes riding the legs.
Doing a pretty good job with it there.
Trying to Turk Queen over, and there he digs that claw in there and has him turked over. Has a double grapevine in. Has Jade on his back. Jade's fighting for his life out there. Doing a good job of fighting it, but just can't quite make it through all the way. Rolls Trujillo through, gonna get the reversal. So 13-2 now the score. Jade on top, looks for a wrist and a half, and we're out of time here in the first period, 13-2. In favor of Aaron Trujillo. Trujillo chooses bottom here in the second period. Caution on Trujillo. A little quick start there. Jade back on from the right side. Another false start. There we get it underway. Jade pulls him down. That was a good tight 2-on-1. Trujillo trying to come up. sit out. Then a switch by Trujillo, and he'll get a reversal. Jade tries a switch and gets pulled back down over on his hip. Trujillo puts a grapevine right in again.
Trujillo Jr. actually, and
Trujillo a little high, but he has Jade over on his hip. Has a double grapevine in, trying to power a half in. Jade trying to pull out of that. Nope. Jade over on his back. Gonna roll through, has the head of Trujillo, doesn't have an arm though.
yeah, I think that's going to be the tech fall, though.
Yep, 18-2 is gonna be the final there. That'll give them another 5. Brush is gonna lose this duel by a score of 52-24.
Okay, let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.
From Valley and Jason Marino.
Hey, welcome back to Valley High School here in Gilchrist, Colorado. Jason Marino steps out against Andre Guevara. Jason is senior, Guevara youngster. He doesn't look very old. Twin brother to Andrew. And there's a takedown by Marino. And he's got a little bar set in there and an ankle. Now he'll come back with a crossface. And walking that crossface cradled around on Guevara. Over Guevara goes. And Jason Marino gets a big pin win. And Jason has almost more victories than the Beat Digger varsity tonight.
Last match of the evening. 138 pounds.
I didn't see the time on that, but Jason with 2 big wins. One a tech fall over Andrew Guevara and a pin over Andre Guevara. Boy, that ought to be a mess at their house. Oh, we got another one out here. Let's slip this one in.
Thomas Metlin again. Didn't know he was going to get a wrestle. 138 pounds.
See if I can find out who the other wrestler is.
Valley wrestler in on a single leg. Good crossface by Metlin. Metlin trying to settle in behind.
It's Tanner Shepard on the bottom.
And Metlin's going to pick up the 2-point takedown. Stand-up attempt by Shepard. Comes up to his feet. Metlin has a 2-on-1. Pulls him back down. Looks like Metlin trying to set up a tilt. And Shepard just going to roll right through it. Metlin trying to get that wrist again. Metlin has it this time. A roll attempt by Shepard. Metlin follows him through. Metlin gets a 2-on-1 again. Trying to bust Shepard. Looks like he might be trying to set that tilt up again, but gets busted by Shepard. Metlin just trying to keep Shepard down. And a roll through attempt again by Shepard, and they'll go out of bounds. 27 seconds left, first period. Thomas Metlin up 2-0.
Metlin, another freshman for the Beat Diggers.
On the whistle, Metlin busts him to the side, but stand-up attempt by Shepard. Comes down. There's a half attempt by Metlin. Now he goes back to that 2-on-1, trying to get an arm bar in there. Shepard just balled up underneath. Now he comes up to his base. There's another tilt attempt by Metlin right at the end of the first period. And we'll go to the second period. Thomas Metlin leads 2-0. Valley's choice defers to Brush. Metlin chooses down here in the second period. Stand up. by Metlin. Peels the wrist. Oh, comes right into the wrestler. He's going to get the escape, but they go out of bounds before any takedown is given.
He signaled 2, and I was wondering, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, too. So Metlin up 3-0 now here in the second period. A shuck attempt by Shepard, and he'll back out of bounds. Hand fighting, Metlin comes in. Shuck attempt by Shepard, and Metlin's just going to spin around behind and get the takedown. He goes up 5-0 now. Shepard balled up underneath again. Metlin trying to get some wrist control. Metlin with 2-on-1 again. Shepard stands up. Metlin pulls him right back down and out of bounds. 1:09 left in the second period. They'll make their way back to the center circle. Shepard sets on the bottom. Metlin gets on from the left side. Side drag attempt by Metlin. Gets a 2-on-1. Pulls it in tight. Looks like he might be trying that tilt again. Shepard rolls right through it again. Stand-up attempt by Shepard. Metlin. Good chest pressure on the back of Shepard, keeping him down. Shepard not much movement on the bottom. Metlin once again has a 2-on-1. Shepard not doing anything down on the bottom. Now he stands up, gets pulled back down. Metlin tries to throw a half in from the left side. Shepard looks away from that. That goes nowhere. Metlin wrist control again as we run out of time in the second period. We'll go to the third period. Thomas Metlin leads 5-0. Metlin sets on the bottom. I'm going to get a caution on the Valley wrestler.
Yeah, he chose top, so.
Stand up by Metlin, peeling the wrists, running away, and Shepard's just going to run him out of bounds. Another stand up on the whistle by Metlin, peeling the wrists. Shepard going to run him out of bounds again. Stand up again. Yeah, we're going to get 1 point for Thomas Metlin as Shepard keeps running Metlin out of bounds. That's a penalty point. Shepard's going to let Metlin go now. Metlin stands up, peeling the wrist. Shepard trying to drag him back down. He had locked hands underneath. And there the ref finally sees it. We're going to get a technical violation again. 1 point for Metlin. He goes up 7-0 now. Metlin stands up on the whistle. Gets pulled back down. Shepard puts a leg in on Metlin. He's choking him underneath there. Metlin grabs that arm, pulls it off. Metlin trying to make his way up to his base. Metlin grabs that arm, trying to pull it underneath. Shepard over on his shoulder now. Metland trying to come out the back door on this move. Metland just can't come out the back, and there he comes out the back for the reversal. He goes up 9-0 now here in the third period, 45 seconds left. This should be the last match of the night, I believe. Shepard balled up underneath again. Metland trying to work something, just can't get wrist control. Shepard just content to kind of stay underneath, not work anything. Metland has wrist control again. Shepard trying to come up, but and Metland's going to win this match by a score of 9-0 on the JV side.
He lost his earlier match 7-3 in overtime. And got to look forward to his future too. Okay, let's take a couple minute timeout, and we'll be back and wrap it up on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back. We're cleaning up the gym here at Valley as Valley Vikings win at 52-24 over the Beat Diggers, who kicked it off at 145 pounds. It was Giovanni Garcia going against number 3 ranked Zach Damian. Damian with a technical fall, 17-2. Then baby Arnaldo Maltos Garcia, ranked number 1 this week, gets a 319 pin over Riley Snyder from Valley. And it tied it up 6-6, but it's all Valley from there as Jaron Peterson lost by a fall to Josh Flanagan, ranked number 3 in the state at 160 pounds. No wrestler for the Beat Digger at 170 is McCoy Flanagan, also ranked number 2 in the state at 170. He picks up a forfeit win for Valley. And at 182, brushes Toby McDonald, went against Juan Gomez, ranked number 2 in the state, by on the mat, and it was a 128 pin for Juan Gomez. At 195, Beat Diggers give up a forfeit win to Jake Hernandez of Valley. At 220, Riggs Tan picks up a forfeit win, as did Andrew Guzman at heavyweight for the Beat Diggers. So 2 forfeits, and that even things up on the forfeits there. Then we went to 106 pound. Caleb Cox, ranked number 3 in the state, went against Torrey Bean, ranked number 9 in the state at 106, and it was Cox with a 7-1 win. Colin Cole went at 113. He lost by a fall to Javier Gonzalez, who dropped down from 120 pounds to 113. And then it was Wyatt Holdren going for the Beat Diggers at 120 pounds. And he went against Joel Gomez in a wild match that went back and forth. And it was a 14-10 win for Wyatt Holdren. At 126, another forfeit win for the Beat Diggers. Wyatt Fowle, 6th night. And Jordan Gutierrez, ranked number 12 in the state, picks up the forfeit win. Ricky Mendez stepped in at 132 for the Beat Diggers, and Ricky went against Brandon Damian. Damian picked up a 430 pin over Ricky Mendez. 138, Jade Queen going against Aaron Trujillo, 4th place finisher last year for Valley, and Trujillo, ranked number 1, picks up a tech fall win, 18-2 over Jade. That was our last varsity match, and that put us at 52-24. Don't want to forget the JV guys. Jason Wiesman lost 7-2 to Iscar Lopez of Roosevelt at 120 pounds JV. Jason Moreno with a 16-1 tech fall over Andrew Guevara. At 132, it was Chase Barnett losing 13-7 to Vincent Dempsey from Valley. And at 138, Thomas Metland lost in overtime 7-3 to Kyle Bowl. 120 pounds, Jason Moreno come back and got a pin over Andre Guevara, twin brother to Andrew. And that's 2 wins for Jason Moreno on the JV side. Then Thomas Metland came back and wrestled another match also, and Metland got a revenge on Valley with a 9-0 win over Tanner Shepard. So that wraps up our matches, and we'll be back on the air tomorrow at 5:30 in the afternoon, as it'll be Beat Diggers in Fort Morgan wrestling against the and also Wiggins Tigers. And that'll be a lot of fun. We'll kick that off 5:30 at probably Fort Morgan against Wiggins. Then Brush will go against Wiggins, and then Fort Morgan against Brush. So it'll be a good night for wrestling. Come out and let's fill that Digger Dome up for a lot of excitement tomorrow night. Number one wrestlers for Fort Morgan and Brush now. So that ought to add to the excitement. They won't match up, but we'll have some great matchups and a lot of great wrestling here. And, of course, stay tuned to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com for all of your wrestling action and, of course, all the sports action with John Beltran over on the basketball side and ESPN Sports and all that, too. We're going to head over. I think we got some more sports programming coming up at 8:30, so we'll wrap it up from here. As Beat Diggers lose 52-24 to the Valley Vikings for Jason Holdren and all the gang. Quita helping out. We'll say good night. See you at 5:30 tomorrow on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.